This area is restricted. You should not be here.
It looked like the stun droid was guarding the whole process.
Flee! Flee like a whipped dog. 5. I have warned you. Now, taste my sting.
Some of the trash was marked with the logo of Agio City.
Ah! What? Who are you?
Whoa! Hello.
What do you want? You security?
No. I'm looking for a guy called Leet.
Well, you just found him. Leet's the name. Tech's the game. What can I do for you today?
It's about a friend of mine. A guy called Graham. I think you know him. I'm looking for some information.
What sort of information?
I need to know what he was doing here.
Listen, pal, I can barely remember my own name. Let alone every Tom, Dick, and Graham that comes through here. I'll have to check my records.
Sure.
But, oh, my head.
What's up? Are you okay?
It's my bleeding noggin. Need my medicine.
Your medicine?
Aye, my medicinal moonshine. It's over in the other building. Take this and fill it to the top. Then bring it back here.
And you'll check your records?
I will. You can trust me, pal.
An unspoken deal had been made. Leet wanted his moonshine. I wanted information. A model unicorn had been made out of plasticine.
I wouldn't touch that, pal. Not if you know what's good for you.
The rickety conveyor was feeding trash into a crusher. It looked like the control panel for the conveyor belt and the crusher. It was a vicious-looking crusher. Surprisingly, the drive cogs were exposed. Well, that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar. The conveyor belt jolted to life, then clunked and came to an abrupt stop. Nicely stuck in the crusher. The whole mechanism was toast.
How's your head?
'Tis but a scratch. This is your fault. I'll do you, Follett?
You're trapped in an industrial crusher.
I'm invincible!
No, you're defective.
I had to admire the droid's spirit, but it was defeated. The droid was no longer a threat. I was struck by a wave of heat and burnt plastic. A blazing furnace lit the room, fed by a series of pipes leading into the roof. It was a rusty tap for dispensing the moonshine. I filled the bottle to the top. I hoped that would encourage Lee to help me. The main ingredient of Leet's moonshine appeared to be spankles.
Hi there, Leet.
Oh, sorry. I was away with the fairies there. Any progress with my moonshine?
You're in luck. I've got it right here.
I knew that old security droid wasn't up to much.
He won't be bothering you anymore.
Good man. Now give me that bottle. So, what do you want to know?
I'm afraid I've got some bad news about our friend, Graham Grundy.
Yeah? What's that?
Well, he's dead.
Dead? Oh, nuts. Damn shame. He was a lovely guy. Lovely.
So I hear. Anyway, I'm borrowing his ID.
You are? And how's that working out for you?
Not great. I'm having some technical problems.
Well, you've come to the right fella.
I'm having some issues with my U-chip. Can you help?
You bet. It's what I do.
Well, there's a weird security flag on Graham's ID. Maybe that's why I can't access his messages.
Oh?
And every time someone scans my U-chip, they notice the error. A mentor from the Ministry of Well-Being is investigating it right now.
You what? And you came here? You know they can track those things, right?
I guess.
We need to get that flag removed. Immediately. This could bring down my entire operation.
Right. What do you need me to do?
Quick! Get your hand on my workbench, now!
It was a clamp like the one Ember had on her bench, probably for U-chip hacking.
Why is it so tight?
To stop you getting away, you idiot!
What's the cleaver for?
What do you think? One more U-chip for my trade, and 2 more thumbs for my collection. Now hold still, while I focus on your wee digits.
I had to think fast. There had to be something within reach that I could use.
Usually it takes a bit of flim-flam to get someone to part with a U-chip. But you just walked straight in. That's one more thumb for Jimmy the Thumbs.
Why is it so tight?
To stop you getting away, you idiot!
What's the cleaver for?
What do you think? One more U-chip for my trade, and 2 more thumbs for my collection. Now hold still, while I focus on your wee digits.
I had to think fast. There had to be something within reach that I could use.
You look worried.
The rubber fish just bounced off the guy's face.
That's one more thumb for Jimmy the Thumbs.
Why is it so tight?
To stop you getting away, you idiot!
What's the cleaver for?
What do you think? One more U-chip for my trade, and 2 more thumbs for my collection. Now hold still, while I focus on your wee digits.
I had to think fast. There had to be something within reach that I could use.
That's the thing.
I smashed the bottle over the guy's head.
Idiot! Nobody's ever got the best of Jimmy the Thumbs. Until now.
So, you aren't Leet then?
I never said I was.
Oh yes you did. You maniac.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
What's wrong with stamp collecting?
They call me Jimmy the Thumbs, pal. Not Jimmy the Philatelist.
Thumbs? That's what you're after?
And the U-chips, but mostly the thumbs.
What do you even do with them?
Just collect them. I like the approval they give me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're crazy. Now, tell me where to find Leet. The real Leet.
He's hiding out. In a place too hot for the likes of you. Folks call it the... Hellfire Club.
Save your riddles, Jimmy.
And with that, Jimmy passed out. Looked like I'd have to find the real lead on my own. I wasn't going to get anything more out of Jimmy for a while. He passed out, which was probably for the best. There was a strange smell of almonds. I realized what the unicorn was made out of. Plastic explosive. It was a rubber fish. The flames from the furnace were fierce. The gas that had been flowing through the pipes was clearly powering the furnace. The old sign was an anchor held by a hastily fastened cable. It had seen better days. A badly tied cable held the anchor sign to a support beam. It was some sort of fuse box or switchboard. The pipe had been cracked by the falling anchor. Gas was leaking out. The sign was no longer a hazard, but the gas sure was. The pipe had been cracked by the falling anchor. Gas was leaking out. The light fitting had been ripped from the wall, and the bulb smashed. Flames had died down, but the smell of burning waste still filled the air. Behind the furnace, I could now see a ladder leading up to a room. The furnace was now off. Hello. Leet?
Leet!
Huh? Hey, kid. Are you all right?
Leet! 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 Leet!
Oh. Is that
What?
a Shreeman port?
Let me guess. Leet?
Leet!
Yeah. Hold your bilby, Poppy. Grown-ups are talking. Now, you. Why are you pretending to be Graham Grundy?
How do you know that?
My system flags every U-chip that walks through that door. And you are not Graham.
Correct.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Did you kill him?
No. I just borrowed his ID.
I see. Okie dokie then. Start talking.
Okay, so what's your connection to Graham Grundy?
Graham? Oh, he was just an acquaintance. How do you know about me and him anyway?
Graham's wife mentioned you by name.
She what? And I suppose she told you where to find me?
No, that bit was easy. I just used the tracker.
Whoa! A tracker?
Yes, a toy tracker. In that bilby.
Bilby!
Songbird's bilby had somehow ended up in the young girl's hands.
Oh, Graham! You amateur!
Sounds like he was more than just an acquaintance.
All right, I did know him. I'm the genius who put the masked demon and the data blocker on his ID. I took in the girl when he brought her to me when I knew I shouldn't have. Her name's Poppy. She's a Gaplander. Bilby toy tracker. Stupid, soft-hearted, stupid Graham.
Why all this attention on my Shrievman port?
Because, man, it's a Shrievman port! Do you have any idea how rare that is? Still regret having mine out. See?
How do I know you're really Leet?
Said I was, didn't I?
The last guy I met told me he was Leet, and that didn't end well.
That'd be Jimmy.
He tried to cut off my thumbs.
Sounds like Jimmy. Deep down, he means well.
So what's your deal, Leet?
Technical genius, ethical hacker, outlaw, fashion guru. Whatever you want to call it. I stay off the grid.
Hiding from something?
Me and Union City had a little disagreement a few years back. And we'll leave it at that.
I'm looking for a boy called Milo. He was kidnapped 2 nights ago. I tracked him here, to Union City.
Hey, Poppy! You know a boy called Milo?
Bilby!
Not Bilby. Milo! Forget it.
You really don't know any more about her?
Hey, I'm just the babysitter.
Didn't Graham ever explain where he found Poppy?
Graham didn't ever explain anything. Like I said, he was supposed to come back for the girl a couple of weeks ago.
Who's the girl?
Her name's Poppy. She's a Gaplander. Graham brought her here. Told me he'd found her wandering around somewhere.
Like, kidnapping?
Jeez! Who said anything about kidnapping? No. He was trying to help her. He thought she might be connected.
Connected to what?
Everything. Or maybe nothing.
Well, that narrows it down.
Listen, pal. Graham had a loop, and he kept me out of it.
You said you put a data blocker on Graham's ID.
Yes, but a fat lot of good it does when you tell everybody about me. Hey, Graham?
Why did Graham want his own data blocked?
Hell if I know. I run a tech service, not a chat show. He wanted 2 things from me. First was something to hide his own data from. Prying eyes.
And the second thing?
A way out of the city. Just for a day. Being an absolute bleeding genius, I manage both. Hence the masked demon.
Okay, so if I want to find out what's going on here, I need to get rid of Graham's data blocker, yes?
Yes.
Can you remove it?
Yes. But no. Graham's little disappearing act has totally messed with my mojo. Whole new level of security has been added to the Minos Gateway. I can't get in without my masked demon triggering every damn security protocol ever invented. Can't get rid of my masked demon without getting in. Basically, I'm saying Minos is out and it's a link space thing. You wouldn't understand.
You remember Link Space?
Yes, finally. I was beginning to think I was the only one in this city with a brain. That said, you may be the only one in the city with a Shrievman port. Which means, oh ho ho! Today might turn out to be a good day after all. Let me show you something. Follow me.
Is that a link chair?
It absolutely is.
And I suppose you want me to sit in it.
You've got a problem with your ID? I've got a problem with mine. The solution to both our problems lies in Minos. But thanks to Graham's selfish inability to not die, I can't access the system.
So how do we get in?
Via link space. There's a back door into Minos. Now, I'm the only man in this city with a functioning link space chair. And today, the only man in the world with a functioning Shreedman port walks through my back door. I need you to do this. You need you to do this. Poppy needs you to do this. The universe needs you to do this.
The data blocker on Graham's account was stopping me finding out more about him. It sounded like Leet really could help me get rid of it. I needed to do what he said. It was an old link interface, the height of intrusive tech.
So you need me to reach Minos through link space?
Correct. Ready to strap in?
Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Ho ho ho, buddy. You'd be surprised.
Leet?
Relax. You've done this before, right?
A long time ago.
Hey, it's like riding a bike. First thing you gotta do, make your way through link space to the Minos portal.
Is it easy to find?
Maybe, maybe not. But link space should be completely empty these days.
Minos portal. Then what?
Find your way to the ID data center. Bring up the accounts of Graham Grundy and Elliot Richardson.
Whoa. Who's Elliot Richardson?
Duh. Elliot. Leet.
Gotcha. What's next?
Eliminate the masked demons and the data blockers on both our accounts. Piece of pie. Easy as cake. Got it?
Get to Minos, then clear your software from our accounts. It's really that simple?
Uh-huh. You'll figure it out. You seem like a bright spark. Now, let's fire this baby up. Can't wait to see if she still works. Hey?
Whoa, still works. What are you...
Okay, hold on to your brain.
How am I supposed to...
I meant figuratively.
It seemed that link space wasn't going to be the easy route Leet thought it was. The system had been abandoned, but they'd had the wherewithal to leave a firewall. I had to find a way through.
Extinguisher temporarily overrides firewall programs for access to mainframe. Download complete.
Seemed like just the thing to deal with the firewall.
Omnigaffer repairs firewall damage to network structure. Download complete.
An encrypted data store.
Relaxing security protocols.
The program did the trick,
Shutdown. Virus detected.
or so I thought.
Blindfold counter-intrusion countermeasure. The author does not accept liability for brain damage.
The blind program was a short-lived but powerful tool for sneaking through security. Something told me I was being watched. With the eye blinded, I didn't need to worry about it frying my brain.
Divine Wrath will destroy instances of the Helix virus. Warning, data will be unrecoverable. Download complete.
The Helix virus sounded familiar for some reason.
Quick Decrypt, a decryption routine for all standard UCSI-coded files. Download complete.
I wasn't sure what I'd use it for, but I didn't want to leave it behind. With the virus expunged from link space, I hoped I'd be able to get into Minos. The decryption program seemed to do the trick. The data had downloaded, probably via my port to Leet's terminal.
Relaxing security protocols. Firewall shutdown complete.
The firewall was down. I could access Minos.
Accessing archive data.
There appeared to be a recording on the data I'd picked up.
Error. Unknown biological agent in core. Intruder detected. Overman chamber. Biomatrix replacement confirmed. Error. 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 Deleting file. Overman.brain. Deleting file. Link control.brain. Upload file. Joey.awesome.
Link was going to replace my father's dying brain with mine. If Joey hadn't sat in that chair, it would have gotten me too.
Converting to Minos data. Please wait. Compatible program found. Retro Fashion Boutique. Order submitted. Accessing archive data.
There appeared to be a recording on the data I'd picked up.
Error. Unknown biological agent in core. Intruder detected. Overman chamber. Biomatrix replacement confirmed. Error, error, error. Deleting file. Overman.brain. Deleting file. Link control.brain. Upload file. Joey.awesome.
Link was going to replace my father's dying brain with mine. If Joey hadn't sat in that chair, it would have gotten me too.
Converting to MyNOS data. Please wait. Compatible program found. Retro Fashion Boutique. Order submitted.
Hello?
Good evening. I am the Greeter AI system in charge of this MyNOS channel. How can I help you today?
I'm looking for the ID data center. Am I in the right place?
Indeed you are. Citizen identification is under my jurisdiction. Are you having an issue with ID privileges?
Can you access some specific citizens? I need to check out the programs running on their IDs.
That's easily done. Who would you like to check?
Check Graham Grundy and Elliot Richardson.
Retrieving.
Excellent. Can we delete the programs that are running here?
No problem at all. That will of course require administrator approval. Would you like one summoned?
No, that's okay.
Administrator cancelled.
But I can move programs between users.
That's right. Ancillary AI systems like yourself do have move access, but no delete or create commands.
That gives me something to work with at least. Thanks, Greta.
Happy to help.
My avatar was overloaded with the program data. I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. Greta, you got a minute?
How can I help you?
So, what am I looking at here?
The ID data center is responsible for storing all information on UChip ID usage. Programs attached to an individual's ID can be modified and moved around. But creation and deletion of those is outside the scope of my AI.
So, what am I...
The ID data set programs attached to it, but creation and deletion of those is outside the scope.
So what do these programs do?
Oh, all sorts of things. Usually correcting erroneous data or flagging them for other ministries. The programs can be moved between citizens of interest, depending on current requirements. Requesting new programs or deleting them are actions restricted to administrators.
So what do these programs do?
Oh, all sorts of things. Usually correcting erroneous data or flagging them for other ministries. The programs can be moved between citizens of interest, depending on requesting new programs or deleting them.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Greeter, AI number 96. I am currently running interface General Response Engine, Technical Assistant. My equivalent citizen ID is 5262-62627-2.
You have a citizen ID?
Yes, an equivalent citizen ID is required to use the MyNOS Mail Communication Network.
Bye.
Keep up the good work.
had removed all the programs running on Leets and my own ID.
Command. Save changes.
Changes saved. Beginning propagation to external servers.
So you're saying Agio City isn't
No. It's real, all right. But all the adverts and tourist boards, a total lie. It's being plundered by the council, like a piñata at a kid's party.
Hey, look who's waking up.
Joey?
Check out my new threads.
But... how?
This weird guy fixed me.
Yeah, I went through your bag while you were asleep. Found my old cleaver in there as well. Thank you. But never mind that. I was monitoring your progress while you were in there. Looks like you nailed both our data problems.
So my ID should be cleared then?
Your ID. My access to Minos. Result.
I thought you said link space was empty. It had a major virus.
The Helix virus? That's still going? Glad I didn't have to deal with that.
Leet!
1 second, Poppy.
Hey, where's her Bilby?
Shh. I got the Bilby away from her while you were in link space. Managed to slip it into your purse without her noticing. Dump it in the incinerator when you leave.
It's not a purse. It's a satchel. Did I hear you say Agio City?
Don't get me started. When I found out about Agio City, that was the last straw.
What happened?
You've seen the land trains. They're coming directly from Agio City. Or what's left of it.
What do you mean?
We destroyed it. An entire metropolis converted to scrap. And the people forced into the gap.
That's terrible.
All while the people of Union City get fat off its remains. And the council call them our allies.
Boy, seeing all this old tech takes me back.
Haha! Still the best, isn't it? I mean, sure. Reboots are fine, but they're never a patch on the original.
Amen to that. What were you and Joey talking about as I was waking up?
Foster, you should hear this guy. He's a proper nut job.
Says the droid with a god complex.
That's not a complex. I am a god. Anyway, ask him about some of his theories. They are wildly entertaining. And by entertaining, I of course mean fascinating and informative.
Okay. Theory of evolution. What is all that about? Where's the controlled experiment, right? Duh!
Any other conspiracy theories?
The only way magenta can exist as a color is if rainbows are actually rain tubes. Think about it.
Any other conspiracy theories?
Tell him the one about the Minister of Aspiration.
Well, I'm not saying conclusively that she's a reverse vampire. But duh! You only ever see her in public during the day.
So my ID is now clear? No blockers?
No blockers. I hope you know what you're doing, by the way. Graham wanted his emails hidden for a reason. Of course, I can't patch his 2-week absence. But you should be fine so long as you don't meet anyone from well-being.
Does Mentor Alonso count?
Yep.
When I go, is Poppy going to be okay?
After what you just did in Link Space? Absolutely. Anyway, I've had enough of this city. I've been planning my exit strategy for months. Just a few hours' time, I'm heading out of this happy cesspool of fake smiles, spankles, and secrets.
Leet!
And I'm taking Poppy with me. Get her back to her family in the Gap.
Take her out of the city? How?
I think I figured out a way to slip a U-chip past the system. It's a little bit of genius. It's all about the kudos.
You think it'll get her through the city gates?
I'm still working on it. But if I'm right, which I always am, I'll get her anyway.
Late! Ha ha ha!
If she can shut up for 5 minutes.
Good luck, and thanks.
Same to you. By the way, you never told me your name.
Foster. Robert Foster.
Drone. Joey Drone.
I don't expect I'll see the two of you again.
Everything I'd learned from Leet made me wonder. Maybe all along, Graham was one of the good guys. At least now, with the data blocker removed from his ID, I'd be able to look deeper into his life.
Hey, Foster, where are we dropping?
Back to Graham's apartment for some good old-fashioned detective work.
Lead the way.
Graham's data was now unblocked. I hoped that would help me move forward.
You won't catch me dead in one of those things.
Leet's super terminal was quite a piece of reclaimed tech. It was another hand scanner. These things were beginning to make me nervous. A scrapped robot that looked past its prime.
Come on, Lead. You've got visitors.
Poppy?
Bilby!
Are you okay?
Bilby!
Yes, that's a Bilby, all right. Bye, Poppy.
Bye-bye!
Old man Russell had one of these back in the Gap.
I tossed the Bilby down the furnace chute. Any signal leading to here is now gone. So Leet gave you a new shell?
Sure did.
And what can it do?
I don't quite know yet, but it beats hanging out at the bottom of your dusty man purse.
It's a satchel. What do you think of Leet?
He brought me back to life, so I quite like him. Although his dressing gown's a little loose.
I hadn't noticed. Let's keep moving.
Waiting on you, Rob.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
Take me to my apartment.
Certainly, Citizen Graham.
Ah, the itinerant garbage worker look. Classy.
Thankfully, Graham's mail access was restored. I hoped it would help me figure out more about who this guy was. Whoever unknown author was, had sent Graham an attachment for the holoplinth. There was one thing I was sure of. That was not a bonsai tree.
Someone looks angry.
The HoloLens now projected fragmented data. Whoever had sent me this email attachment was trying to tell Graham something. But what?
Joey?
What's up, Foster?
Any advice?
Hey, I might be the smart one, but that doesn't mean I have all the answers. Besides, you'll feel better if you work some things out for yourself.
You don't have a clue, do you?
Not the slightest.
Thanks, Joey. Joey, I'm stumped. Where should we go next?
To the pub!
That's your answer to everything, isn't it?
To the pub! Sorry, what was the question?
Let's talk later, Joey.
Okay, Foster.
Excuse me, Songbird?
Oh, you're back.
That's all for now.
Yeah, bye.
Please, Foster, don't start doing anything organic.
There was a boot print. Curious. A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
Ask him if the refrigerator is running. What a poser.
Chipworth?
Good evening, sir.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the windows, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
The gang clearly didn't like having her nest disturbed. The gang had a ferocious beak. I was lucky not to lose a finger. Here you go.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water.
Whatever was in the box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph. A picture of a stalker. A child's face pressed against the window. Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it. I swapped the lens for the broken one from the lockbox. It was a secret message. Aspiration Gala. Midnight. Be there. The gala. That's tonight. And I need to be there.
Hey, I remember these things. You always wanted the whole set. Weren't there 4 of them? Where's Captain Bilby? He's the best one.